hook up our extends. So to do so, we first off the operating page touch the wrench in the lower left corner. Then we go to System, Features, Console, and make sure our extends function is enabled. After we have that set up, the extends icon is over here. Our wireless icon is here. So with your X35, you have the ability to run an antenna. This antenna is a USB antenna that's normally plugged into the back of the monitor. I've plugged it into the USB cord of the harness for reference purposes only. With the Extends app, the X35 is going to be creating a local hotspot that you'll be able to link your smartphone, tablet, or iPad to. So we have to enable the hotspot. Enable it. Once we've enabled our hotspot, we have an SSID. We had it labeled TopCon board. We'll just call it test. If your antenna isn't properly plugged into the system, you notice that we've lost all of our ability to go into any of these settings. So that would be the first place you look if these settings weren't available for choice. So we've got our TopCon test. The next tab below that is our encryption. We've got our set to open, which is highly recommended. That means that there's no password. If we didn't have it to open, there's going to be password required. Now we're going to have to move over to our Extends tab. Extends. It's all started, and now we have to allow our iPad or tablet or smartphone to detect our X35. So now we have to move over to our tablet. On our tablet, we have an icon called XTend. That is a free app that's available for you to download. So once you have it downloaded to your device, you can select it, and we have to have this connecting to our X35. To do that, just exit this. We're going to go to our settings of our device and our connections, so our Wi-Fi. We're going to look for the one, remember previously we labeled ours TopCon test. So it's connecting to the TopCon test. It sees the device has strong signal. It has no internet access, that's correct. So now we're going to go back to our Extends app. We selected it. And now we have an ID. We picked it. We read the warnings. Accept the warnings. It tells us here that applications cannot be used while in setup. So if we look at both screens, you notice that our X35 is still in setup. The Extends app won't let you do anything within setup. So we get this warning if that happens. So if I take off my X35 and I touch the running man, now you can see that our tablet screen has changed. So on the top left hand corner, we'll have 1, 2, or 3 different icons on the side. So we can simply select the top one as guidance, and we can run this as a secondary view. That's our guidance page. So you can do all the stuff viewing your guidance, viewing our cedar that you can do on your X35. The other page you can see is your cedar. So you can see we effectively have the cedar controller set up here, and then our X35 is set up with the guidance page. Or we could set it up vice versa. So you can configure your system how you want. So we can have that mounted in the cab with a RAM mount, and we have an extended screen. If we choose to take our tablet out to our tank to calibrate, we can do so. We can fill all our tanks. We can do all the stuff we can do off our X35. And it is a very useful tool for you to use. By taking this out to the tank, you can check your sections, you can fill your tank, you can change rates, you can calibrate your pack master, and so on.